need to be here for you to inspect the property, present documentations, rental history. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Princess Olive. If it's your first time of stumbling on this, please make sure to subscribe, like, share and comment. Now on today's episode, I'm sharing with you guys something very, very important. Now if you are coming to Australia, either you're visiting, you're migrating, you're coming in as a student, whichever way that you're coming into Australia, guys, listen to this video, watch this vlog, do not skip any part of it, because this is an important and crucial information you should be aware of if by any means you're coming to Australia by visiting through a student visa, skill immigration, whichever way that you're coming into Australia. Because no, Australia isn't cheap. It's not for the faint-hearted. So if you ain't got money, you're not coming. I'm just kidding, guys. Anyway, so that if you're coming to Australia and you're asking yourself, where will I stay? How can I get accommodation? Where will I live? Then this information is just for you. Now, I'll share with you 3 places that you can go to get accommodation that is pretty affordable and you can easily access from any part of the world before you come down to Australia. So very quick and easy search, right? You don't have to spend a lot in a hotel, because an average cost of hotel in Australia costs, let's say, if you're not looking at backpackers, you're looking at maybe proper hotel, right? You're looking at within 60 to about $100 per night, depending on where you're coming. Now for Sydney, it's pretty expensive, so you are likely to get hotels that are maybe $100 per night or $50, $60, whatever way. Now these places you can easily get accommodation before you come. You can even pre-book or sort for this accommodation before you come into Australia. One of these places that you can easily access accommodation is Facebook Marketplace. Yes. Now, if you have a Facebook account, right, you have a Facebook app on your phone or even on the web if you want to access it via the web, whichever way, but you have a Facebook account, just when you log into your Facebook, there's an icon down below. There are about 3 or 4 icons actually. So you can click on the one that has the house, icon like that, Facebook Marketplace. Click on that. When you click on Facebook Marketplace, you can see rental properties. So you can easily just search your location where you want to stay. So for example, you want to stay in Sydney, for example, you put in Sydney and you can filter this by either by the proximity. You can say, okay, I want options within 20 kilometers from where I'm going to be schooling, or 30 kilometers or 25 kilometers. But the further the kilometer, the likely is going to be cheaper. So for example, if your school is in the city, like mine is in the city, accommodation within the city, maybe like 2 kilometers to my school, is going to cost way more than maybe, let's say, 30 kilometers away from my school. So you also should consider proximity. So you can filter to proximity, you can filter kilometers, and you can also filter the kind of accommodation you're looking for. You want to say, I want to stay in a shared apartment. You can easily get that on Facebook Marketplace. Or you're looking for a granny flat. What are granny flats? Granny flats are what in Nigeria what we call BQ, boys quarters. Those are what we call granny flats here in Australia. Those are pretty accessible because it's very easy to get them. Once you get on Facebook Marketplace and you say you're looking for a granny flat, they'll give you various options, so you can pick within the radius that you want. You can say, I want maybe a 50-mile radius, 60 miles. You can just pick within the radius that you want, okay? And it's very easy because now you can speak to the landlord directly, or you can speak to the person who is letting out. So you're not going through agents, so you're not submitting so much document and all of that. They're probably just going to ask you for your means of identification, pay slip if you have any, and and they would maybe issue a contract within the period that you want to stay. You can say, I want to stay for 6 months or 3 months or a 3-month contract, whatever. But it's easy for you to access, unlike going through a proper real estate or going through real estate site to get apartment, because those ones I need to be here for you to inspect the property, present documentations, rental history and all of that for you to get them. Marketplace, you are likely to get various options of. You can even get lease transfers on Facebook Marketplace. What do I mean lease transfers? Now, there are individuals who already have a current lease and they are moving out of that property. So instead of getting back their rent from the landlord or going through that channel of, you say, I want to lease to somebody else who is maybe needing an accommodation, and they just get their balance from the guys who want to move in. Now, because they know that in terminating your contract before the expected date or before the agreed date would require you to pay some funds. So these individuals might want to just, move out, or maybe go to a different place or city or location, or move to a bigger apartment. Whatsoever the reason is, these guys are willing to transfer their lease to you. So they'll just do a lease transfer. So you're likely to get those lease transfers on Facebook Marketplace. You can now draft out a new contract after the current lease that they have expired, so you can now continue the lease process. Those are pretty easy to get here. Next thing I'm going to talk about is another place that you can easily access accommodation if this is your first time of coming to Australia, or you're looking to a place to stay, you're looking for an accommodation, is Gumtree. Gumtree is more like Facebook advanced. If you go to Gumtree site, you will see loads of options. So you can get your shared apartments on Gumtree, you can get granny flats, you can get these transfer as well on Gumtree. Gumtree has lots of options, so you can even pick within the location that you want the property to be in, right? So it's also similar to Facebook Marketplace, more like you have various options as well, just like Facebook Marketplace. So Gumtree, please make sure to check out Gumtree. You even have loads of options, not just houses. You're not limited to houses on Gumtree. You can get used furniture, you can get items, shoes, clothes, whatever. They have lots of varieties on Gumtree. So, but you're likely to get quick accommodation, less stress on Gumtree. Now, another one I'm going to share with you is flatmate.com.au. Yes, flatmate.com.au, like the name implies, flatmate.com. So these are individuals who already occupy an apartment, and maybe they are looking to share that apartment with you. So maybe a 2-bedroom, they're looking for a roommate. You can also look into that if you're looking to stay with people. So even get lease transfers on flatmate.com. You can get as much as a studio apartment. You can get 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, 5 bedrooms, shared apartments. You can get lease transfers as well on flatmate.com.au. So if you're looking for cheaper accommodations, these are places in which you can get cheap accommodations. The stress is less as you can communicate with these people directly. You can even have a video call with them for them to show you the apartment. So you can even organize for a virtual viewing of this apartment if you want them. So these are the places that I've mentioned that you can easily get accommodation if this is your first time of coming to Australia and you're looking to get an accommodation fast. Look at all of these options. So I've mentioned facebook.com. You can have that on Facebook Marketplace. Check the location that you want, filter within the price range down to the kilometers to the places you want to go to or live. You can have all of that. You can also check on Gumtree. Gumtree is just like Facebook Marketplace, loads of options to look at, and you can pick whichever one suits you. Another one is flatmate.com.au. Like the name implies, you can get flatmates, you can share accommodations with people, you can get studio apartment, granny flat, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, all of that. And you can even filter on flatmate.com.au. You can filter, you can say you want a furnished house, you can say you want a new apartment, you can say a new apartment that no one has ever lived in, you can say you want maybe another apartment, depending on what your taste is like. And you can even filter if you want, I want all bills inclusive, without bills, all of this inclusive. You can have all of those filter.com.au. The same thing goes for Facebook Marketplace, and the same thing goes for Gumtree. So all of these things you can filter down to how you want the environment. If you want a private pool, you can say that. If you want maybe pet friendly, you can have all of these options in these 3 places that I've mentioned that you can get. Now this is just a bonus, but I'll give it to you guys anyways. This you can also check on realestate.com.au. Now you have lots of options, but the trick is if you're not in Australia yet, that might not be a very visible option for you, except you want to opt for the virtual viewing, right? So if you want to view this apartment virtually before you come in, you can also look at realestate.com.au site and you will see various options. You can put locations, whichever one that best suits you. All of these things, you can find them on realestate.com. Another one again is domain.com as well, .au. Domain is similar with realestate.com. Properties to your liking, you can filter to what you want. If you're looking to come to Australia and you're looking for a place to stay, look at these top places I have mentioned. I've mentioned Facebook Marketplace, I've mentioned Gumtree, and I have mentioned flatmate.com.au. Now I've given you 2 bonus, which is the domain and the realestate.com.au. So guys, check out those places, look for accommodations, and you thank me later. Now if this video has been helpful for you, please do not forget to like, subscribe, share this content, and please Don't forget to comment as well if you found this video helpful. For coming to my YouTube channel, and do have a lovely day. Mwah!